Prince William has finally revealed a shocking decision regarding Queen Camilla, marking a surprising turn of events. After years of speculation and behind-the-scenes tension, his unexpected announcement has sent shockwaves through the monarchy. Queen Camilla, one of the most controversial figures in the royal family, has long been a topic of debate. This revelation raises questions about the future of the royal family and how the public will respond to such a significant development. Stay tuned as we delve into the details surrounding Prince William's statement. Camilla Rosemary Shand, born on July 17, 1947, in London, England, later became known as Queen Camilla, the wife of King Charles III. However, Prince William's recent decision regarding Camilla suggests a potential shift within the royal family. To better understand the context, it's important to look at the life that shaped her into the person she is today. Unlike many who have married into the British royal family, Camilla did not come from an aristocratic background. Her father, Major Bruce Shand, was a British Army officer turned wine merchant, while her mother, Rosalind Cubitt, was the daughter of Roland Cubitt, 3rd Baron Ashcombe. Although her family was well off and moved in upper-middle-class circles, they were not part of the aristocracy. This relatively modest background initially fueled public skepticism about her relationship with Prince Charles and later contributed to tensions with Prince William. During her upbringing, Camilla split her time between London and the countryside, developing a love for outdoor activities and animals, particularly horses. Her education took her to Dumbrell School in Sussex, Queen's Gate School in South Kensington, and finally to schools in Switzerland and France. Unlike many of her contemporaries who pursued university education, Camilla chose a different route, working as a secretary for several firms in London's West End. Her life was closely connected to that of her younger sister, Annabel Elliot, born in 1949. Annabel shared many of Camilla's interests and remained a steadfast supporter throughout her life. This strong sibling bond proved invaluable during the challenging years of public scrutiny that Camilla faced. The love story between Camilla Shand and Prince Charles began in 1970 when they first crossed paths at a polo match. The 23-year-old Camilla reportedly approached Charles with a bold opening line referencing the affair between Charles's great-great-grandfather Edward VII and her great-grandmother Alice Keppel. This shared historical connection, combined with Camilla's confident attitude, immediately captured Charles's attention. Their bond was instant as they connected over shared interests in outdoor pursuits, literature, and a similar sense of humor. However, the timing was not ideal for a serious relationship. Charles was about to embark on a naval career, and the royal family did not view Camilla as a suitable match for the heir to the throne, partly due to her lack of aristocratic background and her romantic history. In 1973, while Charles was away on naval duties, Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles, a union deemed appropriate within their social circle. Despite this, Charles was deeply affected by the marriage but remained close friends with both Camilla and Andrew, even becoming the godfather to their son, Tom, in 1974. Throughout the 1970s, Camilla maintained her friendship with Charles while building her family life with Andrew. Together, Camilla and Andrew had 2 children, Tom and Laura. However, both were known to have extramarital affairs, a fact that was an open secret within their social set. As pressure mounted on Charles to find a suitable bride, he began courting Lady Diana Spencer in 1980. Camilla reportedly approved of the match, viewing Diana as young and malleable, someone who would not threaten her relationship with Charles. In 1981, Charles and Diana married, with Camilla in attendance at the wedding. However, Charles's emotional connection to Camilla persisted, and their affair is believed to have rekindled in the mid-1980s, though the exact timeline is disputed. During this period, Camilla faced significant challenges, balancing her feelings for Charles with her own marriage and family responsibilities while maintaining the utmost discretion. The birth of Prince William in 1982 and Prince Harry in 1984 added further complexity to the situation. Camilla was acutely aware of the potential impact their relationship could have on the young princes and chose to remain in the background during their early years. As Charles and Diana's marriage visibly deteriorated in the late 1980s and early 1990s, public speculation about Camilla's role intensified. The situation escalated in 1992 with the publication of Andrew Morton's book Diana, Her True Story, which openly discussed Charles's relationship with Camilla. The following year, the infamous Camillagate scandal broke with the leak of an intimate phone conversation between Charles and Camilla. This public confirmation of their relationship unleashed a torrent of negative press and public hostility toward Camilla. She became a virtual recluse, hounded by the media and vilified as the other woman who had come between Charles and Diana. During this tumultuous period, Camilla's interactions with Prince William were limited and tense. William, old enough to understand the situation, was caught between loyalty to his mother and the reality of his father's relationship with Camilla. Public admissions of adultery by both Charles and Diana in separate television interviews in 1994 and 1995 further strained the situation. Diana's famous quote about there being 3 people in this marriage cemented public perception of Camilla as the villain in the royal drama. Despite the scrutiny, Camilla maintained a dignified silence in public, knowing that any statement or action could worsen the volatile situation. Her primary concern was to avoid causing William any additional pain or discomfort, recognizing the difficult position he was in, a factor that later made his eventual acceptance of her role as queen all the more remarkable. When Charles and Diana officially divorced in 1996, Camilla's position remained precarious. She and Charles had to navigate their relationship carefully, mindful of public sentiment and, most importantly, the feelings of William and Harry. This period laid the foundation for the complex family dynamics that would continue to evolve in the years to come. The tragic death of Princess Diana on August 31, 1997, sent shockwaves around the world and deeply affected the British royal family. In the immediate aftermath, Camilla, aware of her controversial position, retreated from public view out of respect for the grieving princes and the nation's mourning. In the years following Diana's tragic death, Prince Charles concentrated on supporting his sons, William and Harry, as they navigated the profound loss of their mother. During this time, Charles and Camilla's relationship continued but remained discreet. The couple was acutely aware of the sensitivity of their situation, particularly in relation to the young princes. William, who was 15, and Harry, aged 12, were grappling with their mother's absence while also beginning to come to terms with their father's relationship with Camilla. Charles, understanding the delicate nature of the situation, gradually began introducing Camilla to his sons in a more formal capacity. This was a challenging time for everyone involved, especially given the lingering memories of Diana's comments about there being 3 people in their marriage. William, being older, understood the complexities of the situation and experienced mixed emotions about Camilla, whose role in his parents' troubled marriage was well known. Despite the difficulties, Charles was determined to gain acceptance for his relationship with Camilla. In 1998, a year after Diana's passing, he confirmed that Camilla had met William and Harry. These initial meetings were kept private, shielded from the media and public scrutiny. The process of integrating Camilla into the family was slow and cautious, as Charles remained sensitive to his son's feelings and the potential backlash from the public. He organized informal gatherings where William and Harry could spend time with Camilla in a relaxed setting, hoping to foster a more comfortable relationship. As the new millennium approached, Charles and Camilla began appearing in public together more frequently. In 1999, they were photographed leaving the Ritz Hotel in London after a 50th birthday celebration for Camilla's sister, marking a significant public step in their relationship. However, gaining public acceptance for Camilla was an uphill battle, as many still mourned Diana and were resistant to seeing another woman take her place in the royal family. The couple faced intense criticism and scrutiny with each public appearance but remained steadfast, gradually increasing their visibility as a couple. In 2000, Queen Elizabeth II made a significant gesture by attending a lunch where Camilla was present, signaling a step toward her acceptance within the royal family. This tacit approval was a turning point, though William's relationship with Camilla remained complicated. As he grew older, he had to reconcile his loyalty to his mother with his father's happiness. William maintained a respectful but somewhat distant relationship with Camilla, acknowledging her importance to his father while continuing to process his own feelings about the past. By 2003, Camilla had officially moved into Clarence's house, Charles's London residence, marking a more permanent status for their relationship. This move also meant that William and Harry had more frequent interactions with Camilla during their visits to their father. The following year, in 2004, Queen Elizabeth granted permission for Charles and Camilla to marry, paving the way for their union to be officially recognized. This decision came after years of careful deliberation and consultation with advisors, including religious leaders and government officials. When Charles and Camilla announced their engagement in February 2005, public reactions were mixed. While some were pleased that Charles had found happiness, others felt it was too soon after Diana's death or were unable to forgive past events. For William and Harry, then aged 22 and 20 respectively, the engagement marked a definitive shift in their family dynamics. Leading up to the wedding, there was considerable speculation about how the princes would respond. Both publicly supported their father's decision, demonstrating maturity and a desire for his happiness. William, in particular, was reported to have expressed that he and Harry wanted nothing more than for their father to be happy, reflecting their growing acceptance of the changes within their family. The wedding took place on April 9, 2005, at Windsor Guildhall, followed by a blessing at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. The ceremony was a civil one, reflecting the complicated nature of their relationship and Camilla's divorce status. William and Harry attended the blessing, presenting a united family front to the public. During the blessing ceremony, William played a significant role by reading a prayer, symbolizing his acceptance of his father's marriage. This gesture was widely interpreted as a sign of William's maturity and his efforts to embrace this new chapter in their family life. The wedding marked a new era for the royal family. Camilla received the title of Duchess of Cornwall, opting not to use the title Princess of Wales out of respect for Diana's memory. For William, the wedding represented a formal acknowledgement of Camilla's place in his father's life and, by extension, in his own. In the days and weeks following the wedding, the newly married couple began their royal duties together, while William continued his studies at the University of St. Andrews, maintaining a respectful distance from the media frenzy surrounding his father's new marriage. The period from Diana's death to Charles and Camilla's wedding was one of significant transitions for the royal family, particularly for William. It was a time of grief, adjustment, and ultimately a move toward acceptance and a new family dynamic. However, this dynamic would later face challenges as new details emerged. Before delving into those, it's important to explore some of the controversies surrounding Queen Camilla, which could have influenced William's ultimate decisions regarding royal status. When Camilla married Prince Charles in 2005, the question of her future title sparked intense public interest and controversy. The decision to style her as the Duchess of Cornwall rather than Princess of Wales was a carefully calculated move aimed at addressing the complex emotions surrounding the memory of Princess Diana. The title of Princess of Wales had become synonymous with Diana, who captured the public's hearts during her time in the royal family. Even years after her tragic death in 1997, many still held Diana in high regard and saw Camilla as an interloper in the royal future. Choosing not to use the Princess of Wales title was thus a gesture of respect for Diana's memory and an acknowledgement of the public's lingering attachment to her. This decision was part of a broader strategy to integrate Camilla into public life gradually and improve her standing with the British people. At the time of her marriage to Charles, Camilla remained a divisive figure, often blamed for the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. By adopting the lesser-known title of Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla could begin to craft her own identity within the royal family without drawing direct comparisons to Diana. The title controversy didn't end there. At the time of the wedding, it was announced that upon Charles' accession to the throne, Camilla would be known as Princess Consort rather than Queen Consort. This arrangement was seen as a concession to public opinion and a way to differentiate Camilla's role from that of previous queen consorts. Critics, however, argued that regardless of her title, Camilla would legally become queen consort upon Charles' accession. The title of Princess Consort had no historical precedent in British royal history and was viewed by some as an unnecessary complication of established protocols. Over time, Camilla gained greater acceptance from the public, winning people over with her work ethic, down-to-earth nature, and steadfast support for Prince Charles. As public opinion shifted, discussions about her future title continued. There was speculation that the original plan to style her as Princess Consort might be reconsidered. In February 2022, on the eve of her Platinum Jubilee, Queen Elizabeth II made a surprising declaration, expressing her sincere wish that Camilla be known as Queen Consort when Charles became king. This announcement effectively resolved the long-standing question of Camilla's future role. The Queen's endorsement was seen as a major recognition of Camilla's dedication to royal duties over the years and marked a significant shift in public perception. For Prince William, the evolution of Camilla's status and public acceptance was likely a complex process. As a young man, William had to navigate the challenges of supporting his father's happiness while honoring his mother's memory. The initial decision to style Camilla as Duchess of Cornwall and later the plan to name her princess consort may have provided William with some comfort, allowing for a gradual adjustment to her role in the family. The Queen's eventual endorsement of Camilla as future Queen consort, while possibly challenging for William on a personal level, also simplified the constitutional position. As second in line to the throne, William would have been aware of the potential complications arising from having a princess consort rather than a queen consort. Throughout this long-running title controversy, Prince William has maintained a dignified public stance, focusing on his royal duties and family life. His relationship with Queen Camilla has evolved significantly over time. From the initial awkwardness following his parents' divorce and his mother's death, it has developed into a more comfortable and respectful dynamic as adults. However, certain factors have made this relationship complex. One key element is the reportedly strained relationship between Queen Camilla and Princess Kate, which has created further tension for William. This tension between Kate and Camilla dates back to Kate's marriage to William in 2011 and has been marked by a series of subtle but meaningful disagreements, culminating in a highly publicized display during King Charles's coronation. According to reports, Camilla was skeptical of Kate from the start, questioning her suitability for royal life. This skepticism, paired with Camilla's alleged jealousy over Kate's growing popularity, set the stage for a challenging relationship. Despite Kate's composed and poised public image, insiders suggest she is willing to stand her ground when it comes to royal politics. A significant incident highlighting this tension occurred during King Charles's coronation on May 6. Royal biographer Tom Bower pointed out that Kate chose not to bow or curtsy to Camilla as she exited Westminster Abbey with Charles. This decision was notable because while everyone else bowed to the king, Kate's lack of movement toward Camilla drew attention. Sources suggest this gesture was not spontaneous but rather a calculated response to Camilla's recent actions. One such action was Camilla's decision to invite Rose Hanbury, the Marchioness of Cholmondeley, to the coronation. Rose had been the subject of rumors in 2019 suggesting an affair with Prince William, which reportedly caused tension in his marriage to Kate. Insiders revealed that Kate viewed this invitation as a personal attack designed to hurt her deeply. This action intensified the animosity between the two women and added further strain to an already challenging dynamic. Camilla has been described as feeling threatened by Kate's rising influence within the royal family. A courtier claimed that Camilla has harbored jealousy toward Kate since the beginning, allegedly making subtle attacks that have brewed tension over the years, even if not immediately visible to the public. These long-standing issues have significantly influenced William's relationship with his stepmother, creating an atmosphere of complexity within the royal family. The dynamics took another turn when Prince William assumed management of the Duchy of Cornwall following his father's accession to the throne. Back in 2005, Annabel Elliot, Queen Camilla's younger sister and a renowned interior designer, was appointed as the chief designer for the duchy by King Charles. Her role involved managing and updating properties within the estate, including luxury cottages. Over the years, Annabel was compensated handsomely for her work, receiving payments totaling thousands of dollars annually. However, when William took over the duchy in 2022, he decided not to rehire Annabel for her design services for the 2023 to 2024 year. According to reports, this decision was not a reflection on Annabel's performance but rather an indication that her contributions were deemed complete and that the duchy staff had gained sufficient expertise from her work. This decision marked a significant departure from Charles's practices, highlighting William's more streamlined and modern approach to management. It also reflected his commitment to transparency and distancing himself from familial ties in professional roles. Annabel's professional involvement with the estate officially ended, although she remains closely connected to Queen Camilla. The sisters are known for their inseparable bond and have frequently attended public events together, such as their appearance at Wimbledon in July 2023. Annabel also played a prominent role in Camilla's coronation, serving as a coronation attendant alongside other family members. Prince William's management style and decisions signify a shift in royal operations and relationships, particularly in how he chooses to navigate his association with Queen Camilla and her family. While this departure may underline his vision for modernizing the monarchy, it also underscores the complex personal dynamics at play. William's actions suggest a deliberate effort to establish boundaries and prioritize his vision for the future of the royal family. Time will tell how these changes will shape his reign and the role, if any, Queen Camilla will play in it. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.